Isn't that the best sound in Battlefield 2042? Ladies and gentlemen, they brought back the Desert Eagle from multiple games, honestly. What game didn't have the Desert Eagle? And now it is in Battlefield 2042 called the BFP50. They changed the name a little bit, but it's pretty much the Desert Eagle with the 50 cal rounds. Today I have by far my best kill game with this setup. It was the Desert Eagle Fusion Hollow, Extended Mag, and Lay Sight. I didn't use the close combat rounds unless I run out of bullets, just because you don't want to shoot the Desert Eagle that fast. If you shoot too fast, hopefully it's gonna work right away. It didn't work. It didn't work again. If you shoot too fast, even though the examples are absolutely terrible right now, the bullets won't always register properly because of the recoil and everything, and I'm not sure why it works, but in multiplayer I noticed that shooting and then like playing like that instead of going tap fire or like super fast, it doesn't always hit your shots properly. So going a little bit slower definitely worked for me, at least in multiplayer. I was using the sniper sometimes to clear off some longer range players. But what is so good about the Desert Eagle is not the headshot range, because watch here, if it is at 21 meters, it's not a one-shot kill anymore, and that's with the normal rounds. However, if I go for my range here, how far is that player away? 19 meters. Now it's 48 meters. Look how fast that actually is. And then when it gets above 50 meters, it becomes a 3-shot kill. But with the rate of fire and the 2-shot tap kills, the Desert Eagle might be one of the best secondaries in the game. Today I have by far my best game in Battlefield 2042 with just using a secondary. Hope you guys are gonna enjoy. I cut out the boring parts, but I pretty much tried to leave all the kills of this game in this video. Enjoy. Be sure to subscribe. It is by far the best way to support the channel. So while we're watching this game, I got a little bit of commentary on the background because the gameplay itself is actually without commentary. I got it live on screen, but it wasn't recording my own voice. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Deagle itself because I got a lot of questions about like, yo Max, is this gun like crazy overpowered? Is it good? Is it, what do I need to think of it? Right now, not a lot of people have unlocked the Deagle yet because it's the Battle Pass rank 40, so it takes quite a while. Obviously I play this game a little bit more than average, so I managed to unlock the gun quite quickly. By the way, if you want to skip the commentary, if you don't like this part, be sure to skip ahead in like 5 minutes or so, then I probably won't be talking anymore. I'll leave the last bit of gameplay, the most intense parts, with just the gameplay. But what I think about the deal is I definitely think this is a top tier secondary. I don't think it beats the G57 at its current state. I still think the G57 with the burst mode is still the best secondary in the game. You have the shotgun as well, which is of course a very good option, might also be the best secondary, but it's not as usable in a lot of situations, of course, because it's only close range. But the Deagle is definitely one of the best picks you can have. I do think this gun is going to be somewhat annoying to die to once people start unlocking it more often. It can be quite quick, especially if you actually use the close combat rounds up close. I didn't go with the close combat rounds, as I explained earlier. I don't think you want to be shooting the gun too fast because it has quite a bit of recoil and it takes a bit for the gun to come back to its steady position where you can shoot again pretty much and be accurate. So that's why I went with the slower rounds instead of the faster rounds. Also here I got the 4x, which actually I don't use too much in this game, but it is actually quite good. I only use it for the memes right there, and then later on in the stream where I was using the Deagle only, I was pretty much like, you know what, let me try this a little bit more, and it actually worked out very well. I still mainly use the reflex sight. Iron sight is kind of okay as well, but that 4x is definitely kind of worth messing around with. I do think definitely the Deagle is one of the best secondaries in the game. It's worth using. It might actually get to a point where it gets annoying to die to, because it is a very fast 2-shot kill death pretty much. Especially because hipfire can be quite good as well. That's why I put up the laser, because if you're using those close range gunfights, you kind of want to be using that laser. You will see me in this video flank quite a lot instead of pushing straight ahead. The reason for that is that taking up gunfights like this right there, it can be quite risky and a little bit inconsistent. The hipfire does feel good, but I've had moments where either my hit rate or what it is, it just felt pretty awful, to be honest. And I'm not sure what the exact cause was, but like sometimes I feel like my aim is right on top of the target and it just doesn't get a hit. This could have to do with the spread of the deagle or with me not waiting too long to shoot, but I think this is something you guys are gonna notice as well. I have a couple of gunfights where I just miss an insane amount of shots, and I'm not sure if I'm just having bad aim or if my aim is not on target. It is kind of hard to see with the recoil of the deagle. And oh, right here it's like you feel like you hit the guy a couple of times and you can't, and then here I decided to turn FOV, ADS FOV off, so you have a little bit more zoom, which actually works quite well with the deagle. So if you have ADS FOV on and you turn it off, you will have a lot more zoom, especially if you use a higher field of view. So that could be one of the things that could make the deagle a little bit better. It worked quite well. So I'm going to leave you guys with the rest of the gameplay. Still one of the proudest games I have gotten in this game. A secondary only. I got a couple of sniper kills here in a second. You see those snipers on the left side? I had to take them out with the sniper. But I pretty much main deagled this game. Definitely one of my proudest games. Hope you guys enjoy. Again, be sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. Be sure to leave a comment. I read them all. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Enjoy.
Just hold on, I can help. Took one out. Gotta reload! Tango down!
The Americans are mounting their final defense. Take the objectives.
Took one out! Reloading, cover me! Away we go! Target down! Got one of them.
We are close to it. Secure this sector.
Nice job.
We have taken control of it.
Charge is set! Down!
Taking heavy casualties. Do not be reckless. Nope. Go on.
We're losing people!
We're out of time and out of resources. The attack has failed.